Hi there, and welcome to the very first episode of Main Character Media. I'm your host, Laura, and my job is to keep you updated like the main character you are. This is Main Character Media.
Missing someone.
So let's cut to the chase. What I'll do for you here is give you like a Spotify Wrapped about the top things that happen every month of the year. And I'll give you my opinion on it and also sprinkle some psychology in because the top two things I love yapping about are pop culture and psychology. I'll even set up some special episodes where I might bring in some guests to join me. I know you're all super excited to jump right in, and I am too. But before I start, I want to talk a little bit about myself and what motivated me to start this podcast. So I am a mixed girly. My dad is from the Czech Republic and my mom is from Taiwan. So I'm a Asian for real. Like, where my Asian girlies at? As a sophomore, I wanted to do something special about my interest for psychology because I'm currently taking psychology and I love everything about it. I wanted to do something about my interest in psychology and my passion for yapping for long periods of time. So I thought, what better thing to do than just start a podcast? And here I am doing the pilot episode of Main Character Media. Without further ado, let's just dive right into January 2026. First of all, okay, I might be biased, but we have got to talk about Bridgerton Season 4. I need a second. It was so good. Okay, if you know me, anyone who knows me, you know I love Bridgerton so much. Ever since the first time I watched it, all the seasons were super good. Of course I have my favorites, but they were all super good. I loved the costumes, the makeup. I loved everything about it, and I love the storylines too. Even though season 3 was a little bit iffy, but let's not talk about that. Season 4 brings in a mix of fresh tropes for all the fans to enjoy and swoon over. Sophie and Benedict are giving us a Cinderella-inspired storyline where she is a maid and he is a Bridgerton. Scandalous. Honestly, I'm impressed so far with part 1 because season 3 was kind of a flop. It didn't reach the same height of peak that season 1 and season 2 did. It's not their fault because they had really big shoes to fill, and sometimes it's really hard to do so when they already have 2 seasons. But hopefully season 4 will bring us even better storylines, even better costumes, even better characters, you know what I mean? I'm so excited for part 2 to come out, and when it comes out, I'm definitely going to be talking about it. Alright, next, on a less exciting note, we all know the doomsday clock. It just moved. It is 85 seconds to midnight, guys. That's not even 2 minutes away. We are 85 seconds away from doomsday. You only live once, we're nearing the end of the world anyway. Just confess to your crush, text him, do something about it. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest, the doomsday clock is pretty pessimistic. I feel like the doomsday clock kind of taps into our learned helplessness. The clock just keeps ticking closer and closer and closer to midnight. And I feel like we've all just accepted the fact that the world's gonna end someday. That's a little bit depressing to think about, but maybe we just need something to clock our tea and wake us up to start doing something about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just need that wake up call, you know? Yeah. All right, on a higher note, we're gonna talk about how 2016 is back. I found another lips giving me. Yeah, 2016 is back. Everyone's posting 2016 pictures for the nostalgia. And to be honest, I was like 6 or 7 years old during 2016, so I didn't really experience a lot of it. But I do still feel the same nostalgia. Does that make sense? And I know everyone's loving how all the celebrities are posting 2016 pictures to like add to the nostalgia. But I just have like an iffy feeling that we're too much living in the past. You know what I mean? Instead of like promoting nostalgia and like staying in the past and like being sad about how it's not 2016 anymore, we should just let 2026 be its own year. Right? Am I right? You know what I mean? Like, nostalgia can be a really bad thing, and it can just keep us like awful mood all the time if we only think that the past is better, everything back then was better. Like, things can't get better from here. That's like our mindset about 2026. So I feel like we should just like let 2026 be 2026, because I keep seeing these comments on TikTok like, we died in 2020 and this is hell. Like, come on, guys. But I still love the aesthetic though. Like, I will definitely be using the Rio de Janeiro filter as much as possible. Okay, the next important thing that we need to know is the Glambot guy got fired. If you're not on TikTok, let me update you. There has been a viral TikTok going around of the Glambot guy and his conversation with this girl who wanted to like rent the Glambot service for her wedding. And he's being like really, really rude about it, like really condescending. He's telling her how she probably can't afford it and that she shouldn't email him if she's not planning on like actually buying it. She knows what's within her budget. This guy could have just been professional and then it would have been like avoided. On TikTok, he's always like this sweet, super nice guy, but all these videos are just him interacting with celebrities. You can really see the difference, the way he treats celebrities and the way he treats normal people. We should stop idolizing celebrities so much, because we are all just people. It's crazy how people think that way. Like, celebrities are humans as well. On that note, let's move on to the next thing. 365 buttons for every single day of the year. Yeah. First meme of 2026. If you don't know, there was a girl on TikTok. She made a video about 365 buttons for 365 days of the year. So the comments were like really confused about what she meant. Comments were all like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then she just low-key got rage baited. So here's her response. She said, hey, so it actually only has to make sense to me for me to do it, and I don't feel like explaining it to anyone else. Okay, honestly, that's valid. But I did get what she meant though. Put one button for every single day of the year. You know what I mean? Anyway, everyone loved that line, and this girl, she was really fast to monetize it. She's out with like t-shirts and merch and everything. Like, okay girl, get your bag. But she is so iconic. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, the Golden Globes. So one of the most talked about wins this year was not a live action movie at all. It was K-pop Demon Hunters. They won Best Animated Film and also or Best Original Song for animated film, I think. And it was a huge cultural moment, honestly, because, you know, with all the Disney flops recently, we definitely needed a good animated movie to come out. And I think K-pop Demon Hunters was exactly that, even though it even though it gained like a YouTube Shorts iPad Kid fan base, I think like that's not avoidable. It was such a good movie, honestly, because it's not trying to be like super woke or trying to do everything at once. It was just a story that followed a plot, and that's how it works. I feel like these days movies are trying to do everything at the same time, and it's just not gonna work. Pick a lane and follow the path. You know what I mean? I think this win was really, really important because it's like a pop culture breakthrough, because usually in the Golden Globes, it's always like Hollywood-centered movies and shows that none of the young people have ever heard about. So K-pop Demon Hunters winning is such an iconic thing. Okay, love that. Let's move on to another shocking event that happened in January. Nicki Minaj became MAGA. Are you kidding me? Who would have ever thought Nicki Minaj would go MAGA? Not me. I felt like she was one of the more woke rappers of the time, and then now she's over here like talking to Erica Kirk and Donald Trump, and she's like, I'm probably Donald Trump's biggest fan. What the heck? Hello? A lot of people online are speculating that she's getting paid to do some of that. And I guess like there are some parts where her talking and facial expressions are iffy. Being MAGA is a choice, bro. Like, I could never. Honestly, I can't believe her. Like, she was such an icon, and if she wants to throw it down the drain, then she can do what she wants to do. People just do what they gotta do, you know? Like, if you have to go on TV and then pretend you're MAGA, or if you're actually MAGA, then, like, what can I do about it? What can I say about it? You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. 2026 just started, and January has already been crazy for a lot of us. So I cannot wait to see what February holds for us so that I can come back and yap about it. So that's about it for what I have for you guys today for January. These are like the top things that stood out to me this month. And I hope you guys enjoyed me yapping about it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.